How y'all doing? Yeah, got me a good paycheck, over $1,000. Last paycheck was zero. Paycheck for that was like 8 something. I'm over here at a place in Memphis, waiting to get unloaded. They don't show up till 7 or so. I'm here. That's the main thing. Maybe put this light on. Yeah, it's 2. Yeah. Let's do that. Being resolute. Let's see what some people might say. What is resolute? I know. Okay, back again. All the synonyms. Resolute, adjective. Admirably purposeful, determined, and unwavering. Synonyms: determined, purposeful, resolve, adamant, single-minded, firm, unswerving, unwavering, steadfast, staunch, stalwart, unfaltering, unhesitating, persistent, undeflangeable, tenacious, strong-willed, unshakable. But wait, there's more. Stubborn, dogged, obstinate, something else, inflexible, something else, implacable, unyielding, unrelenting, spirited, brave, bold, courageous, plucky, gutsy, spunky. They sound pretty good. Those are positives. Because because if someone gives you a promise, a lot of times you gotta hold them to the feet to the fire for that promise to come to fruition. And this temporary dispatcher I got, apparently my dispatcher didn't briefing that I'm not the type of person that goes with the flow. Like that one owner operator gave us number so we can talk. He goes with the flow. But I think he's changing. Because we started talking. And like I say, that's how I want to run. Go from Memphis, boom, go to Nevada, get something. Either go California, go up to Washington State, or go straight from Nevada to Washington State area. Go through Seattle, pick up sushi, going over out east, New York, or somewhere up in New England states. And get work down. Either go down to Georgia, or go all the way down to Florida, back up to Georgia, back to Memphis. I have done that before. That has happened before. But he was like, "Oh, you can't expect to be running in a circle like that." If you hold them that expectation, yes, you can. But they want you to go with the flow because it's easier for them. And I've talked to other, lease purchase operators. They're like, "Well, just there's being a company driver," because they let them run them like that. I was promised, you can go where you want to go. There was no small print, but let's go there. No. And one thing, I can't see that load board. So whatever the dispatch saying to try to change my will, I'm not hearing it. Because I've caught people in lies before. Or mistakes. I'm not going to let no one hold me back. I'm not going to let depression hold me back. I am resolute. This is going to go my way. Because I'm not by myself. God's with me. And his temporary dispatcher, and he's realized, I've been led by some great leaders. Okay, that would follow them into the pits of hell to butt-fuck the devil himself. And some of them was preachers. Yeah. I feel better. I'm glad. I'm like, you know, my self-esteem is definitely back up again. And that person, he's a veteran. Let me get along. You know, because I don't get no debate. I just like, okay, agree. Here's my experience. Goes against. And I can tell he's like internalized, and he's like, wait a minute. I think I've been lied to. Don't be surprised if my dispatcher starts thinking, this other dude's acting just like that asshole. And asshole's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm surprised if it wasn't one of the synonyms for resolute. That's the resolute desk the president has. I mean, gotta hold people feet to the fire. In leadership position, they need to perform. You know, being a truck driver is not the apex of my life's achievements. Far from it. That's response from Brian from a dispatcher. Thanks, sir. Okay. All right. But that's the first time I've ever had to call up my terminal manager. I've been with my last dispatcher 2.5 years, and I think about it. I was like, should I? I'm like, even though the terminal manager says any problems, let me know, instead of just writing. And it worked. I mean, I called them up. I was like, boom. So, but I ain't gonna do that like my friend told me. Don't do that too much. Yeah, I understand, because the potential, the potency of that goes down, become a real nuisance. That's one of those things you use when you really have to. This time I really had to, because temporary dispatcher I got, I'm trying not to use names, temporary dispatcher I got, he needs to learn. He needs to start gleaning some knowledge from my dispatcher. Because one of my purposes, I want my dispatcher be a better person, be a leader. You know, pay attention to detail. Have lists, write stuff down. Because when you start becoming an NCO, even the E4 like I was, you had a day planner. That's before the technology. A day planner. You wrote stuff down like the soldiers you was in charge of. You had their appointments down. You had everything written down. So when someone asks you, hey, where's Private Snuffy at? You know, if you didn't know right offhand, you just, Oh, he has a dental appointment at 0800 hours. 0800 hours. I told him to be back after lunch. Boom. You know, because this is going to remember so much. Unless you got photographic memory, like my dad did before the Navy put him on volume because of his back. He said after that went away. But he already was, when he was a chief, he was the youngest chief in the Navy. So, you know, I got my dad, a leader. He made the E9. That's the accomplishment in the Seabees, because there's not very many spaces open for E9, so you had to be the best of the best. He did his way. He was hard-headed. He had this one job in Japan, mainland Japan. His other chief, senior chief, and this other officer was trying to put him out for incompetence, trying to set him up. I mean, he was already managing 4 shops on that base, and And he wasn't. Well, he was the typical person to take charge and tell everybody what to do. People that was ran by Japanese nationals, been there since World War II. Okay, they knew what. They knew. Besides, Japan just got honor. They wanted to do a good job, so. And my dad knew that, seen how their work ethic, and just told him, I had a meeting, said, okay, all I need is a briefing on what's going on, so I can take it up there. You guys know what you're doing, you know. And they loved my dad for that. Made their lives easier. Well, see, this is the job he had to do. He had to build a bridge. I forgot the dimensions. Had to hold 100,000 pounds at least. 30 days to build it. No men, no material. Oh yeah, and no equipment. It was done 29th day, and the weight test, the stress test, it surpassed it. He was able to sink those pilings. He just did the old-fashioned way, or he just figured out a way. He just, you know, got air compressor. He knew how. Didn't see, but he knew how to get what he needed. Air compressor, long tube, piling down. You know, he let me get a crane, stick that thing in the ground, and bubble it. Just float it in, and that piling would go down. So take the air out. It's in there. Other things. Shoot, he even finishing touches. He even paved it. You know, because these Japanese nationals was paving that part of the base. He had a cooler of beer on the other side of the bridge, and he said, "Hey, you got any extra asphalt?" They're like, "Yeah, well, outside that bridge is a thing of beer." But kind of nice if it was get some asphalt over there. He walked away, and he came back to check. It was paved. The beer's gone. He was resolute. He's my dad, and I've been told I'm like him. I wish I was like him, like mentally, that photographic memory. But going with the flow, that just ain't me. Never been like everybody else. But management, like this one show called Adam Ruins Everything. People think people who work regular 9-to-5 jobs, they don't tell what they get paid. It's not illegal. The management don't want everyone to know what everyone else is getting paid, because it might convince you to go for less than this other person. Their management. But if everybody knows what everyone gets paid, that's more of a collective bargaining. You're like, wait a minute, I've been here 5 years. This is for 2 years. He's getting paid more than me, and get your just due. But have to be a union without being a union. Y'all just be united. To force people to do the right thing. Even if they can be a deacon. It just it blows my mind away. The corruption and whatnot. But if you're resolute, you can fight against that and win. But you gotta be tactful. Not much push, not too much. But that's about it. Just thinking here when getting loaded. Think about talking to myself about that. Like getting real riled up. I'm like, good, that's something I could probably talk to on a vlog. Being resolute. Determined. Man. I mean, the shorter the miles, the more you get paid per mile. But if there's a big hiccup, before and after the load at the paycheck in the check. So they want to look at same tactic that they try to teach me with selling cars. Get the customer off price, put them on payment. But don't worry about this price here, you know. And I was blown. It worked. Oh, but this is the payment. This is what you see every month when you write your check out. They want that car. You just try and help them to justify it. And it blows my mind away that stuff works. I'm like, wouldn't work on me, because I'm like, in the day, what am I paying? In the day, what's my check's gonna be? Just because these little short loads might pay more per mile, if I don't get enough of them, I can't count on them. Get more hassle. For 2,000 miles of these 300 to 400 mile loads, BS got to deal with the guards, blah, 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 blah. Or 1 2,000 mile load. I'll do the 1 2,000 mile load. I can fill in where I want. I've been finding places, mom and pop places that a whole lot cheaper than the big places. You know, it's just that simple, Jack. It is simple. Well, about 7. It's a little bit after 7. And go see if I can get checked in and go from there. I'm feeling better. Oh yeah. Feeling like that. The one guy. Where's the camera at? Military. Boom. Hit the